Welcome to this new series that is going to be comparing three wonderful tarot decks. We're going to be looking at the world known and loved for over 100 years Rider-Waite deck created by Pamela Coleman Smith. We're going to be looking at my first tarot deck that I made back in the 1990s. It is the Osho Zen Tarot. And we're going to be looking at the brand new, recently published Sacred Chi Tarot. And we'll be seeing how cards that correlate in these three decks work together, the differences and the shared storylines that fit in, that go with each. In the Rider-Waite Smith deck, the magnificent Queen in the suit of swords, sitting on her throne. Her sword symbol is held firmly in her hand. Her other hand is graciously bestowing goodness onto those that are her minions or those that she serves. She is quite serious and is somehow restrained in her demeanor. There is not a quality of flow or spontaneity to this queen. She has taken on the mantle of her position. She has taken it on with seriousness and with forcefulness. And there is an inner longing to be able to spread her wings and expand. But because of the seriousness of her condition, she remains in a fixed, queenly position in life. In the Osho Zen Tarot, she is depicted as the card of morality. And in the Osho Zen Tarot, the cloud suit is comparable to the sword suit in the Rider-Waite deck. The clouds have a gray color that's contained within a diamond at the bottom of the card and the word beneath that. She is very judgmental. She lives in a world of right and wrong, good and bad. She is quick to judge and quick to condemn. There is very little free flow to this characteristic. There is even an encaged quality that is unfortunate because the humanity, the warmth of her humanity seems to be missing. However serious she is about things, she tries to control and keep things organized, but it somehow is always a little beyond her. The cloudiness behind her is much larger than she can ever contain. In the Sacred Chi Tarot, this card is now designated with the number 13. The queens in this deck are all numbered 13, the kings being 14s. And she is also serious, somewhat mechanical. She's very beautiful, but she's also very stern. And there is another dimension of her having huge responsibility. In this deck, the magnificent sculpture of Queen Nefertiti in ancient Egypt is what has been used here. But superimposed over her is the kind of, finely tuned Swiss clock mechanism, which is how the mind in the gray at the bottom of the cards in this deck represents the air, the suit of air, which is also connected up with our reasoning and mental aspect of our lives. So there is this regimented, orderly quality to this beautiful queen who would love to perhaps kick off her shoes and have a good time, but she simply cannot let herself do it because she needs to keep things in order and with structure and with uniformity. And that is how she goes about her life. When this card arises in a reading, it can represent a personality that holds these aspects or displays these qualities. It can also be a period of time in one's own life where they feel a bit contained and regimented in having to deal with a situation that one would love to be free of, but somehow is locked into. These three decks are all addressing with the queens in this comparable suit in each one. They're beautifully describing certain qualities that we all face in our lives, either as our own characteristics that arise at different times, or in personalities of others that we come across, or situations that we are facing. Enjoy. They're beautiful, and they work perfectly together.